Oh, well, hello, delightful Kinkster. My name is Marshmallow. The world is changing, and diversity is taking a good direction in our communities. But it came to my fluffy ears that some clarification is needed when we talk about inclusive event. So let's start with a small reminder. An inclusive event is not just about being open. It's about intention. It means actively trying to include as many people as possible by providing the appropriate resources, clear communication, and adapted infrastructure. On the other paw, a public event is more like an open bar. Everyone is allowed to come, but no one should automatically expect to find everything they need or to feel included by default. This misunderstanding can lead to uncomfortable situations, and sometimes to even being accused of queer, trans, or fetish washing. But now, you might thinking,
but Marshy, what should I know to make an event 100% inclusive?
well, 100% is extremely hard to reach, especially for small events or newborn association. But getting close, that's absolutely manageable. So let's figure that out together. In order to make your event inclusive, you first need to understand who you're trying to welcome. This means listening to your community, observing who shows up and who does not. Based on what this research reveals, you can adapt your communication to reflect the real needs, no assumptions. Inclusive communication is not about perfection. It's about intention and clarity. By showing diversity in people, bodies, gender, and symbol, you send a clear and trustworthy message. You are welcome here. Communication is also about transparency. Always mention if the event is safe for work or not, the general tone of the event, and any potential trigger warnings. This does not restrict the event. It allows people to consent before they walk through the door. An inclusive event does not try to surprise people. It tries to respect them. In order to make an event truly inclusive, you need to make sure people are treated fairly. If someone is denied access to a specific area and this restriction was not mentioned beforehand, that person might not only feel unwelcome, they might also feel scammed, especially if they pay the same price as other attendees, but do not have access to the same service. Now let's talk about the most sensitive and yes, most important topic, the bathroom. Because yes, some community events allow AFAB people to attend, but somehow do not allow them access to the bathroom. Choices. Access to primary human needs should never be restricted. This includes food, and if possible with alternative like vegan option and more, the bathroom of course, and medical assistance. A concrete example, make sure there are clean and accessible bathrooms for all kinds of genders, and ensure at least one bathroom is safe for work and secured. People don't necessarily want to be watched or touched while giving a gift to Mother Nature. Also, think about people in your community who menstruate or still menstruate. Clearly mention that menstrual products are available either directly in the bathroom or by asking at the bar or the staff. Communicate before the event what level of accessibility you can provide for people with physical disabilities. Even if you cannot offer full access, being honest allows people to choose instead of being placed in an uncomfortable or unsafe situation. Accessibility is not about perfection. It's about transparency and respect, and informed consent. Now let's talk about safety and consent. Fetish space are not automatically sexual space. It can be, but nobody is forced to perform sexual activities. For many people, fetish is about role play, identity, connection, or community. Sexuality may be present, but it should never be assumed. Some people are asexual, some do not want physical contact, some do not want to see sexual content, or some carry trauma related to sexual environment. All of these people belong in fetish space. If an event includes sexualized area or dark rooms, this information must be clearly communicated in advance. No one should discover sexual content by surprise. Darkroom should always be a choice, never a passage or never an obligation. Triggers are not rare and they're not drama making. They are real life experience, often linked to trauma, boundaries, or safety. Minimizing triggers, it's minimizing people. Consent does not start with touch, it starts with information. And inclusive events clearly indicate which space are sexualized, which space are safe for work, and where people can go to feel safe or rest. Respect means allowing people to exist without pressure, without justification, and without sexual expectation. One simple and effective way to prevent incidents in fetish space is the color bracelet system. It's a nonverbal tool that allows people to communicate boundaries without having to explain themselves. The most common systems use the three colors: the green, the yellow, and the red. Green means open to interaction within the announced rules, but it never replaces asking for consent. The yellow means caution, boundaries are present, and clear communication is required. And then the red means no interaction, no touching, no insistence. Red is not rude, it's not antisocial, it simply means I need space. Bracelet can be changed at any time, just like consent. When clearly explained and supported by trained staff, color bracelet helps create a safer and more respectful and more inclusive event. And now, to close this educational video, here are some examples of what makes an event inclusive or not. An inclusive event considers economic realities. Not everyone can afford expensive gear. An inclusive dress code leaves room for creativity, comfort, and affordability. An inclusive event offers clear pricing and explains what is included or what is not. An inclusive event considers class and income. Reduced price of solidarity tickets matter. An inclusive event does not assume bodies' abilities or endurance. An inclusive event allows people to rest, sit, observe, or live without pressure. An inclusive event explains its rules clearly instead of relying on unspoken codes. An inclusive event welcomes newcomers without testing their knowledge of legitimacy. An inclusive event listens, learns, and adapts over time. Ladies, gentlemen, and in between, I hope this educational video was very helping for you all. My name is Marshmallow, drag puppy, transgender, activist, Puppy Belgium 2023, and I hope to see you all at Beyond Darkland 2026. Au revoir!